WrestleMania 38 was the other day, and it was a really, really good show. I watched both nights live on the WWE Network, and I thoroughly enjoyed. I was thoroughly sports entertained, and today we're looking at the top 10 best and worst of WrestleMania 38. What were your highlights of WrestleMania 38? Leave them down in the comments down below if you know about it or if you saw it. Personally, for me, Pat McAfee, the Johnny Knoxville match, and you know what? The Logan Paul match really delivered as well. And we cannot forget about Cody freaking Rhodes returning, the American Nightmare back in WWE, and Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch absolutely stole the weekend as well. Hey guys, I hope this isn't copyrighted, by the way. I really hope it isn't.
Yes, for this list, we're going to be looking at the highs and lows of the most stupendous WrestleMania.
Most stupendous.
What was your favourite moments? Let us know in those comments below.
Yeah, leave them in the comments, good boys and girls.
10 worst, the opener. Talk about starting with a whimper rather than a bang. For whatever reason, WWE decided to open WrestleMania up with a heel win that killed the vibe. We've long complained about Nakamura being underutilized in the
to be fair,
years, and this match was clearly beneath him. Unfortunately, things didn't get much
Rick
better.
Boo's quadricep went, didn't it? Yeah.
Injury, which meant that the rest of the lads had to improvise. The 2-on-1 beatdown ensued, and then a 1-2-3. No heat, nothing spectacular, and not how you want to start a show.
So basically what happened with Rick Boogs was he picked up both Usos, or he picked up, I forgot which one he had up, but he had Jay or Jimmy on his shoulders, and then Jay or Jimmy jumped on his shoulders afterwards. And he was gonna do, he was gonna squat with them both on him, and just as he went to do it, his right quadricep blew. It's gonna require surgery. He's out for up to 12 months, between 6 and 12 months. Speedy recovery, Rick Boogs. He's really gotten over the crowd recently as well as Shinsuke Nakamura's lead guitar man. So, all the best.
Number 9, best.
This was a really good match. RK Bro, Alpha Academy, and Street Profits. Really good match.
Was kind of a stinker. Night 2's was white hot and perfectly got the crowd screaming.
Yeah.
RK Bro is easily one of the best things going on in the WWE right now, and they once again proved it alongside 2 other fantastic.
That was crazy. He did a front flip over the pole. That was awesome.
Non-stop action meant the fans barely had a moment to breathe, and any oxygen they did suck in was quickly expelled when Riddle hit that awesome springboard.
And then Randy Orton got one on Chad Gable afterwards. They're not showing that? Oh.
Set the tone for night 2, which was arguably the better of the 2 nights.
Arguably.
It's all about the botch. What the hell have they done to get done?
What the fuck was this, honestly?
We thought this match wasn't even going to happen, and honestly, we kind of wish it didn't.
Yeah.
Came out with a
They had to change. This match was meant to be on the first night. They changed it to the second night because they ran out of time. Because, oh my god, why didn't I mention this? Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestled in the main event of night 1. They'll probably get to this in a minute, but Kevin Owens comes out. It's meant to be a KO show segment. There's rumours online, innuendo, or apparently he might be wrestling a match. He does wrestle a match, a 20-minute long, no holds barred match, so you can wrestle all across the arena, no count outs, win by pinfall or submission, anything goes pretty much, and it was a barnstormer. Night 1 was the night that delivered the moments of the weekend in terms of returns, Cody Rhodes and Stone Cold.
Number 7 best.
This was really, I love this match, honestly. I love this match.
Could prepare us for this. Sami Zayn, bless his heart, did an incredible job in this one, taking some brutal punishments, particularly downstairs.
Yeah, bowling balls and the nuts, foot to the nuts.
Cameos, including the jaw-dropping moments where Wee Man came out and absolutely
he power slammed him.
Body
slam, sorry, yeah.
Blush. Seriously, not even Michael Cole's fake laughing could ruin this one. The match
I think it was genuine laughter. Pat McAfee and Michael Cole were pissing themselves at this match.
By a giant mousetrap. And that's probably the best thing ever. Number 6, best. Raw Women's Championship.
What a match. What a match this was.
Was so low on the card. Bianca and Becky's feud had a pretty good run-up, including the shocking turn by Lynch back at SummerSlam. All it needed now was a solid
Becky Lynch looks so different at this WrestleMania, honestly. The eye makeup and the haircut, she looks way different.
Stars and put on what is quite simply a WrestleMania-worthy performance.
Well, it's at WrestleMania, that's why.
And a great redemption arc for Bianca Belair. And hey, it was a million times better than the Charlotte versus Ronda match.
Oh.
What was that about?
Is it speaking of? No.
Edge versus Styles. Can we take a moment to appreciate
I loved his entrance so much.
If we're talking about
oh, look at it.
Show from a pure work rate perspective, then this
is the longest match over the weekend, I believe. I think 25 minutes this was, like 20 minutes.
Considering their history in professional wrestling and the fact they had 24 minutes to show
24, there we
what
are.
they're capable of. They billed it as a dream match and it lived up to the hype, letting Edge relight his spark in what has otherwise been a kind of lackluster return, by no fault of his own, of course.
Oh,
the match ended with
that's controversial.
after a distraction from Damian Priest, and we're pretty damn interested to see where this goes next. Rematch, anyone?
This WrestleMania, like 38, night 1 and 2, they were both fantastic from start to finish. The main event of night 2 is actually the next entry. I mean, Reigns blew his shoulder, I think. There was a massive lump on his shoulder. I think he dislocated it. They had to call that match early, but WrestleMania 38, in my opinion, is the best WrestleMania since 31. 31 was the one where they were outdoors. D. Bry won the IC title. Randy Orton hit that mad RKO on Seth Rollins, Sting and Triple H, etc., etc. You should give this one a watch if you can, when you can. The whole thing, both nights, well worth your time.
Number 4 worst, the main event. For what was supposed to be the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, this kind of felt like a nothing match.
It was overhyped, this match. It was never going to deliver to that level.
So we were really hoping for something special this time around, but they really didn't deliver. The same spear through the barricade, interference, and finisher spams that every one of their encounters proves to be.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to say it was a bad match, just a thoroughly
It's making my trouble, Chief.
This isn't how you do the main event of your top show.
Again, though.
3 best roads to WrestleMania.
Oh, when he came out, I screamed when he came out, honestly. Oh.
Cody Rhodes was indeed Vince McMahon's hand-picked opponent to take on Seth Rollins. Admittedly, the AEW fan in all of us felt a little sad to lose one of the OG members, but it appears Cody made the choice.
As long as he's happy, I don't care. I'm a fan of both companies.
He was cheered louder than he has been for a while. The match itself wasn't quite the best we've seen these two produce.
No, it was a good match. It was a really good match.
But we could see past it because the atmosphere was electric. Where will Rhodes' WWE journey take him next?
Well, he said he wants to win the title. We said last night on Raw.
Vince McMahon wrestles for some reason.
How is this bad? This is so good. I didn't even mention this. This is. I love this, man.
We've ever seen in the company. More like so bad it was good. But
It was good.
It was bad. Following a pretty entertaining match between Theory and McAfee, Vince suddenly got in the ring and called for a follow-up contest between himself and the former footballer. Well, it was pretty obvious a 76-year-old man should not be wrestling, if you can even call it that. McAfee lost to Vince after some deadly offense, making him look like a complete geek. Thankfully, Steve Austin came down to save the segments by taking out the baddies. Except we bore witness to what is undeniable.
Oh, this was.
Stone Cold Stunner of all time.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Alright, so they're sharing a beer, Vince and Steve Austin, and then Steve Austin goes for the gut kick before the stunner, and Vince McMahon kind of like falls to one knee, gets up, falls back against the rope. Steve Austin pulls him back in, and then hits the stunner. But Vince doesn't sell it. One, because he's old. He's 76 years old now, and also because he was trembling so much, he kind of just like took it and just lied back and just stayed there. And afterwards, as the photo just then showed, Steve Austin, he was just laughing his ass off. He could not stop laughing because he was like, what the fuck has this man just done? He's completely butchered that cell and now he's just lying there like a bag of bones. It was so good.
Number 1 best, Stone Cold stuns the world. But hey, it wasn't all bad for Stone Cold. We thought
This
all
was
we
so
were getting
good.
was the KO show featuring Steve Austin. But thank goodness
He came
that wasn't
out
the case.
with his fucking gear on and we knew he was gonna wrestle as soon as he came out.
In 19 years, it felt like a real spectacle too, seeing some crazy moments like Austin taking a vertical suplex onto concrete.
Oh yeah, that
A
looked painful.
55-year-old man should not be doing
Painful.
that. Kevin Owens worked brilliantly as the stuntman, taking all of Austin's offense, and you can tell he was probably having the time of his life.
I'm so happy for Kevin Owens, honestly.
And we all remembered why Austin defined the most popular generation of wrestling. All in all, this is what you want to see at WrestleMania.
I absolutely loved WrestleMania 38. Honestly, hands down one of the best, most entertaining, most sports entertaining wrestling shows I have ever seen. And that's not just because it happened recently and I'm still got the whole, like, you know, I'm in the cool down period of it. I genuinely, everyone loved this show. There were a couple of hit and miss segments, like with the whole fucking Butch thing or Pete Dunne, and with, you know, with the whole main event fell a little bit flat, I think because of the shoulder injury to Roman Reigns. But overall, WrestleMania 38, big thumbs up from me. I absolutely love that show and I cannot wait to see more shows, hopefully in similar fashion to that. Anyways, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What was your favourite and least favourite moment at WrestleMania 38 and or wrestling in general? Do you like wrestling? Let me know. Perhaps we can converse over it. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you everybody for your continued support. Gran Turismo 7 is the next series. It is starting next Monday, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe with notification on. Gran Turismo 7 is coming. And with that said, I have been BDFO18. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one.